Hey seniors, so this video is going to help you to create your FSA ID. So you just finished your Ed puzzle and now you're going to create your FSA ID. So you should have found the link to the CTK website, seniors, and create FSA ID, and that is the page that I am on. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to head to the FSA ID website. And so you're going to do that. So that's step one. You're going to click on that. Then I am going to take that and I'm going to move it over. So I'm going to click on it, I'm going to drag it, and I'll move it over here to the left. Okay, it's going to make it automatically on this side, and then I'm going to go back to the page that I was on, so that's on the right side. Sometimes you have to do the first one twice. Do it again. Boom. Okay. So now I've got my FSA ID over here on one side, and then I've got my video, which you're in it right now, so you're listening to the video right here, and now I'm going to have my form up as well, so I can do that while I go. Okay. So for my purposes in here, I'm going to have the form up so I could show you some things as I pause. And I've showed you how to get to the FSA ID, but I'm going to have the video up so that you can be viewing the video. So let me just do that. Video, here you are. Bring you to the left, boop, and go back to the form. Perfect. So now here we go. Let's watch this video, and I'm going to pause, and you feel free to pause this video as often as you need to make sure you're doing everything correctly. Okay? Okay, so we've already done that. We should have already gone to FSA ID. That's what we've got on this left-hand side right now, or that's what you should have. I obviously have the video so that you can see it. And then we should have the video up here on the right-hand side with the login form. And for whatever reason, if your snapping isn't working, that's fine. Just have two windows open, but you do what you got to do. Okay, so the first part of the form under Create an FSA ID is going to ask you to put in the email you're going to use to access the FAFSA. So so by the way, the form is going to ask you for your CTK email here so that you can get these responses at the end: first name, last name, college prep instructor, right? Then it's going to ask you what email did you use. So whatever email you used over here in the FSA ID, you're going to use here. So you can use your CTK, highly recommended, but if you prefer, you may also use your personal email. It's up to you. Then whatever username you create is going to go here. All right. By the way, username, most likely you're going to have a name and some numbers, because oftentimes it'll tell you your username's already taken. So you have to get a little creative. And then you're going to type your password in twice, once the first time and the second one to confirm. So again, as you type it in here, make sure you're adding it back into this form so that you're going to get a copy of this form so you have it to save and you know how to reference your username and password later on, because it's going to be really important. So just want to pause again. You want to make sure date of birth is accurate. Make sure there's no typos, otherwise it's going to mess something up. And make sure your social security number is accurate. Triple check that. Those are the most important, two important identifiers. If they're mismatched or wrong or don't match your name or whatever, then when it goes through the Social Security Administration, you won't be verified, and then you're going to have to fix something. So you don't want to have to do that if you can avoid it. So just make sure everything here is accurate. you want to make sure when you're entering in that mobile number that you're using your cell phone number. If you use someone else's if you use a parent or guardian cell phone number, then you're going to prevent them from being able to use that cell phone number for themselves when they create their FSA ID, which is required. So you want to make sure you use your cell phone number. If for any reason you don't have a cell phone number, you can leave that blank. You shouldn't do that. If you do have a cell phone number, it makes life so much easier. But if you don't have a cell phone number, then you can leave that blank. So for challenge questions, as you enter challenge questions, you're going to choose a question for 1 and 2. When you do that, you're going to type the question that you chose. You're going to type the whole question out for first challenge question, second challenge question here. Then you're going to type out your answer here and here for the first and second. And then for the third and fourth that you create, you're going to type them both obviously in the form, in the FSA ID form here, but you're also going to add it here to this form along with the answers. Again, that's going to help you to be able to recover your information should you need it. This part is really important. Sometimes students are like, yeah, I typed it all in right, I'm good. Again, accuracy in these forms are essential. So just make sure that you are double and triple checking here that everything is accurate. So here it's going to ask you for your code. So it's when you get to this page, it's going to send your cell phone that you entered a secure code. So you're going to type that in here. It'll come as a text, and then you'll enter it in, and then you'll hit submit. And then again, this time it looks the same. It's like, hey, I already did this. Why does it ask me again? This time it's asking, got to read closely here, is asking for you to verify your email address. So it's going to send your email a secure code that you would type in here. So you go to your email that you provided and find that code and enter it there. And that is it. And so then your third step will be to submit this form. Okay, so submit the form. So you'll submit that there. Okay, so just make sure that you complete this form in its entirety so that I know that you've done your FSA ID, but then you also have a record. It's going to email you your information. Thanks for putting up with my dancing. I appreciate you. If you had any trouble, confused, not sure, whatever, go back, review any part of this video, but also email me, make an appointment for today, whatever you need to make sure you get this done today. It is essential. All right, y'all. Peace out.